Hello, Taurus. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. I want to say welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are not. So this is a reading for Taurus. This is a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate at all, please try your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? All right, so this reading is going to be called What's Changing, all right? I like to say that this is usually the reason why I picked this type of message is because May is the month 5, right? The number 5 stands for changes or things that shifts that happen in our life, right? And I want to see how these shifts are taking place and how we're showing up during these shifts and how we can, I guess, benefit from these shifts, how we can move through these shifts without it really rocking us to the core, right? All right, so anyway, for Taurus, I'm going to be starting with my Moonology deck. For Taurus, for what's changing, how are they showing up? What do they need to know about the changes that are taking place during this time? This is also your season actually will be ending soon in the middle of this week. Actually, I think by the time you get this reading, it would have ended. Your season would have ended. So, but you're still basking in that energy, right? From your season. So let's see. What's changing for Taurus? How are they showing up? The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Okay. You hear that? So changes are coming. Okay. The bottom of the deck. A new moon in Virgo. Time to give rather than to take. Okay. So Taurus, you could be in a very, in energy of giving at this time, giving your energy, giving your time, giving your love. I'm here waiting for answers to come in, right? But while those answers are coming in, you're just kind of in an energy of understanding and peace and love and sincerity, like being very sincere with your actions. I really like this new moon, this full moon in Gemini, which says your answers are, the answers you need are coming. So that's what could be changing. You may have been at a standstill for a while because you've been wanting to get some answers, but the answers are coming. And that's the change that's taking place. I like that. We love clarity, okay? All right, can I get a card, please, for Taurus for what's changing and how they're showing up? What do they need to know regarding those changes? I love that, Taurus. Peacock Spirit, let yourself stand out and be noticed. At the bottom of the deck, you got the platypus. Stop complaining. Focus your attention on the blessings in your life. I don't think you're necessarily complaining, Taurus, but I do think that sometimes when we get stuck in this energy of, I don't want to say hopelessness, but I can't think of another word. When we get in this energy of feeling like everything's against us, we can't lift our head, things are too hard, it's very easy to only see the poor or bad things that are happening in our life. We don't see the beauty in our life. I feel like Spirit is saying, please be patient at this time. And I feel like when things do show up, the right things show up, the blessings show up, I feel like they're going to shock the hell out of you, but I also feel like you're going to understand why it needed to happen at a specific time. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like it's going to come in and you're going to be like, oh, that's why it's coming in now, because this person had to do this and this person, this situation, da, 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 and I had to leave this so I could be able to get this, because if I didn't leave that, I wouldn't have saw this. Like, I feel like it's going to have you're going to have a moment of like precise clarity that's going to explain everything that's taking place and why it needed to happen that way. And I feel like when you have that moment, it almost is going to feel like an outer body experience. And I feel like, Taurus, it's going to feel like, wow, Spirit really does love me. Or you're going to feel like, wow, like really connected to God. Almost kind of like I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I see why. Like, there's going to be an energy of like, wow, like I'm even more invested now. You know what I mean, Taurus? I like that. I really like both of these energies. Yeah, stand out, be noticed, be proud, be assertive. All right. Now let's get some tarot for you. So what's changing in Taurus's life? What do they need to know about the changes taking place in their life? Wow, things are flipping out, okay? You got the Ten of Swords, you got the Three of Cups, and then you got the 7 of Wands. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you got the Star. Absolutely stunning. You know what? I think you had the Star last time. I think you did. Yeah. Because I was like, we had the Tower and then the Star. Taurus, I'm telling you. Things, yeah, because you had the regeneration card. Okay. You got the 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 7 of Wands. I absolutely, really, really love what's happening so far in your reading, Taurus. So, 10 of Swords is an abrupt, painful ending. The fact that we also had the Tower last time, which is also an abrupt ending, but it's also, the Tower is an abrupt, sudden ending, and it almost like a crumbling of a foundation, whereas 10 of Swords is painful. It feels like you can't get up. But the thing about the 10 of Swords is it's a blessing in disguise. It happened for a reason. And at the time, you may not see it, the reason. At the time, it just feels painful and it hurts and it sucks. And you're like, why? Why? But Taurus, there's a reason for it. There is a reason for it. It's just Spirit is saying, trust that there is a reason for it. Wow. Let's actually get some clarity. I'm nosy, so I want to know what's happening, Taurus. All right, so why the 10 of Swords for Taurus, please, Spirit? Why the 10 of Swords? All right, 10 of Swords. Why the 10 of Swords, Spirit? So I'm going to try to flip. I think it's the Knight of Cups, but okay. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. One more, please, for Taurus. For this 5 of Cups. Interesting, yeah. 4 of Swords at the bottom. That is a resting recuperation energy. That is also after the 3 of Swords, which is also a very painful heartbreak. So with this 5 of Cups though, and this 2 of Pentacles, I see. It feels like you've been wavering back and forth on an ending. I'm hearing replaying the tapes. You might have been replaying a conversation, replaying an ending, replaying something, Taurus, and you're wondering, like, did I make the right decision, or did they make the right decision, or what, maybe I should have tried harder. I don't know. There's a little bit of this back and forth energy, but you also are grieving with the 5 of Cups. I'm not surprised, because I feel like with this 10 of Swords, it was painful, and it was kind of like a heartbreak because like I said, the 4 of Swords is on the bottom of this deck. Right before the 4 of Swords is the 3 of Swords, which is painful. It's a heartbreak. It hurts, right? And I feel like you've been grieving and you've been mourning. But the thing is, there's 2 cups, a bridge, and a castle back here. There is still opportunity. But it's hard to see that opportunity when your head is stuck on the grieving, right? I feel like you might feel like things are stacked against you at this time. But like I said, there's a blessing in disguise. Also, with this 4 of Swords, this is also a card of being blessed, right? But it's also a card of rest, recuperation, renewal, retreat. But there is a blessing in it, right? There is, like, once you get up, there is a blessing coming from it. They actually talk about in the stained glass window here that the people are being blessed. And they're resting, recuperating, hoping for a blessing. I do feel like with the 10 of Swords and this 4 of Swords, these are both cards that are literally a blessing in disguise, a situation that had to take place that even though it sucks, there is a blessing here. You might not be able to see it. And the thing is, that blessing might be this 2 of Cups, this bridge, and this castle, because it's leading you somewhere towards a divine purpose. But the thing is, your head is still stuck on the pain, on the heartbreak. But the thing is, answers are coming. But I feel like also Spirit wants you to kind of focus in on what is working for you. Because remember, we got this platypus spirit that says, like, stop complaining. I feel like Spirit wants you to be grateful for what you do have, for what is working, and lean more into the sun, lean more towards having more fun, being more playful, and in letting yourself stand out and be noticed more. Tell jokes, be yourself, be who you always have been. Don't stay stuck in this grieving, sad energy. But I mean, easier said than done, right? I know for a fact as someone who has experienced quite a bit of grieving in my life, that grieving is hard. It comes in different ways, and it comes in and out in different ways as well. It's kind of hard to just stop grieving. And sometimes you'll grieve and then you'll think you're fine, and then a month later you're grieving all over again. But I will say this, be patient with yourself at this time, Taurus. Answers are coming, but there's a need for you to be patient with yourself, with that, especially with that Four of Swords. I'm here to be nice to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be loving with yourself. And with that platypus, I know it says like stop complaining, like pay attention to the blessings that you already have in your life. But like, I don't think it's worded the greatest in this situation. But I think what Spirit is trying to say is there's so much going for you to focus on what is going for you, right? Focus on what is going well. Focus on things that make you happy while you grieve. And find yourself finding gratitude so you can be able to heal your grieving. You know what I mean? There's a need to rest, recuperate. You might even need to be in a hermit mode and isolate yourself and take care of yourself at this time as well regarding those changes or this specific change. But mind you, the middle card here is Three of Cups. That is a card of celebration. I heard bromance. So some of you could be meeting someone who just really gets you. Or maybe someone you can lean on more. Maybe you've talked to them about, you know, the pain, the heartbreak. And it's funny because these are 3 cups who spilled and these are 3 cups here. I feel like this person might have picked up those 3 cups, fill it back up, and show you what life means again. Pick gives you a spark and energy and excitement. Let's clarify it. Why the 3 of Cups, Spirit, for Taurus? Okay. The Strength card. Okay, one more. Could be a Leo. One more. 3 Cups. Why the 3 of Cups? Ace of Cups. Ooh. Okay, listen. Listen. I have to say it. All right, you already know what I'm going to say. You might have had to experience this heartbreak, this pain, this ending, because like they said, the answers are coming. I feel like the answers are coming in the form of a person. Strongly, I feel like that the answers might be coming in the form of a person or an idea even maybe. But with this, we got the 3 of Cups. That's celebration, right? And with the 3 of Cups, you got the Ace of Cups and you got the Strength card. I feel like you might need somebody who helps you heal. I don't know, but also, especially with the Strength card, it feels like you both heal each other almost. You both find strength in each other. You both find comfort in each other. It definitely feels like comfort, companionship that could lead to a potential love interest, right? Ace of Cups. But this is someone who's going to make you feel fulfilled. And you know what? I'm getting 2 scenarios. This might be someone you meet and you both find comfort and heal with each other, and they give you the courage to go and find love, the right type of love. Or they might be the right type of love. I want to play both scenarios because I do think for some of you, this person that comes in might be married, happily married, but they've also experienced something that you may have experienced, right? Maybe before they got married, they've experienced what you've experienced. They understand, and they're there acting as almost like a guide, but also a comfort to encourage you that there is a love like that out there, that you can find what you're looking for in love. For some of you, it could even be you just tired of life and you're like, I want my life back. I want control of my life again. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel settled. The Ace of Cups is a card of fulfillment, ultimate fulfillment. Of course, yes, it can be love, but it can just be feeling fulfilled and happy and satisfied in your life and content. And that person could be like, oh, I went through the same thing. Let me tell you what I did, or let me tell you what I've learned. And it helps. I feel like you're going to be getting some advice that's going to lead to some answers or lead to you moving towards fulfillment at this time, Taurus. And I really like that for you. I love that there is I like a middleman, someone who actually helps you to see the bigger picture when it's hard to see the bigger picture. All right, your last message here, you have the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is a card of conviction, right? It is perseverance. It's not giving up. It's sticking your not your nose to the grindstone. Oh yeah, it is. You're sticking your nose to the grindstone. It's sticking to your guns though. It's not giving up. It's persevering. It's knowing and trusting and believing that everything is going to work out. And I feel like this person's going to give you the courage to trust and believe that that can happen for you again, Taurus. I really like that. All right, why the 7 of Wands for Taurus? Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. I love that. That is pre-Empress energy, by the way. I feel like once you heal and you meet the right person and you realize that everything happened for a reason, it propels you to actually trust and believe in your own worth and be able to thrive in your independence. And like, I also want to say, just because you are thriving, how do I want to put this? I think a lot of people think that when you find love, you don't have independence anymore, which is false. I feel like the type of love you're finding, you both are going to be finding independence within yourselves, but also thriving as a partner. Does that make sense? It almost feels like you have your business, they have theirs. And if y'all need each other, y'all got each other's back. And y'all do talk, y'all converse, you know what I mean? But it feels very like power couple. Like you have yours, they have theirs. But also y'all have y'all's. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like y'all both are comfortable and confident in each other and yourselves. And you're not codependent or over dependent on someone else, if that makes sense. Because the thing is, I think people think when you're in a relationship, you have to be dependent on each other. To an extent, there is a little bit of a partnership, right? There is a little bit of a trusting, right? A balance and act of trusting and leaning on each other. But there's not technically a code, like it shouldn't have an area of codependence. There should be an area or an environment of independence with, how do I put this? Like, yes, there's some dependency, but it's not like a desperate codependency. It's not like all you have is them and you can't do anything else and they do everything for you or you do everything for them. Like, it's not that. It's you lean on yourself. You have your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. They're next to you, cheering you on while they're doing their thing and you're cheering them on. Does that make sense, Taurus? And that's what I'm getting. All right, let's see. One more for the 7 of Wands. Spirit. One more. You got the 7 of Wands. Also another Leo card here. A lot of Leo in your chart, actually. A little bit of Scorpio as well, and Libra. I mean, in your reading. Conviction. I feel like also I'm hearing that there is this energy of conviction and knowing that you deserve everything that you want as well. 9 of Pentacles is a card of like, yes, luxury. Can be a card of like financial independence, like being able to take care of yourself, doing what you love, making your money. It can be the reaping the fruits of your labor. It could even be reaping the fruits of your labor from something in the past as well. But it feels very much like you're going to start to feel stable and feel like you can do anything. And you're going to be reaping the fruits of your labor, Taurus, and really standing your ground once you get these answers. And I feel like once you step out on faith and step out on, like, stand out and let yourself be noticed, it's going to lead to you being able to be more financially independent, to make decisions for yourself. But I feel like you have to meet the right people and have the right people in your life as well for Spirit to be able to work with you. And I feel like Spirit you had to let some people go because they just weren't suited. They weren't suited. Spirit said they didn't align. And you had to let them go. But I feel like once you let them go, you're going to realize that it's so much sweeter and better on the other side. Over here with this 9 of Pentacles. But the thing is, I'm almost getting, you're going to get a little bit of a taste. I feel like you're going to meet someone. And when you meet them and you talk to them, you're going to get a taste of what it feels like to really be in your independence, in your bag, taking care of yourself, really loving on yourself, standing out, being bold, like really being yourself in and out, authentically so. And you're going to fight even harder to see that come to reality, like fully come to reality. I mean, seeing like you pulling something down, like almost like someone has like that, when you see the moon and someone has like a rope around it and they're trying to bring the moon down to reality or bring their dreams down to reality. That's kind of what I'm getting for you, Taurus. There is a little bit of like, I won't settle. Once you get a taste, you won't settle. And I feel like this person's going to tell you like give you a taste. They're going to show you the answers, and then you're going to go seek them yourself. Does that make sense? Anyway, Taurus, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, baby. Let's become a spiritual bestie community together. I do hope you enjoy the rest of your May, the rest of your season. If it's already passed, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you did enjoy your season and had a great birthday. But other than that, I see you in my next reading, baby. And I love you. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye, Taurus.